Welcome in. We're in the third, and there are no outs. I'm John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And now the DH, Pedro Gonzalez. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's back there. And out of here. A gigantic blast. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So up next, Carlos Manuel. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
That one ripped. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And his first big league hit is a double.
He's safe.
Contreras with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to. Gavin Stone taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Torres, the next to hit, takes ball one. Stone, 25 years old, and he was a fifth-round pick in 2020. One down, bases empty. Wouldn't chase that time.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Hit hard, that gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now
Andres Torres with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
In the air, right side. 2 down. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Out towards left center. Edman in position. Brings it in for the third out. 2 homers in the inning lead to 3 runs. Back here in L.A., here's the center fielder, Tommy Edman. Late on that fastball.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
0-2 now. Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Max Muncy in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That's in there, and it's 1-1. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there are 2 outs.
Wow, what a pitch for the strikeout right there, Boog. He placed that screwball on the inside, and man, that thing moves a ton. That's a unique pitch. So tough to throw. You don't see many guys throwing that pitch, but if you can put it right there against same-side hitters, almost impossible to handle.
On to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing. And we're back. On to the 4th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Pedro Gonzalez. Stone back to work.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
And the pitch. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
And another ball. Righty to the plate. Check swing, no appeal. High fly ball out towards left field. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
That's such a frustrating play for an outfielder. You know you should make this play, but you never really had a chance because of the bad angle. What should have been an out turned out to be a double.
So man aboard, stepping in the long ball threat, Luis Steele. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags at second, but now he won't try for third. Stays put with 1 away.
Number 4, designated hitter, Pedro Gonzalez.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Pedro Gonzalez. First pitch misses. One out and a runner at second here on opening day. Now fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. He's in there. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Manuel. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. In the air, out towards left center. Edman in position. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Kim throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ohtani in the box now. No balls and a strike. Now 1-1.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo
The first
Sandoval.
baseman, number 5.
Oh, you're good.
Freddie
I feel like I've heard that one before.
Freeman.
2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Freeman digs in now. Freeman hits it in the air. Torres makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and here is Contreras. 1 for 2. The wind and the pitch.
Number 18.
In the air, left field. Conforto hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The batter, the left fielder, Edward.
So digging in, Edward Torres. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Brusdar Graterol looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground to short. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder, Andres Torres.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Andres Torres. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Andres Torres with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Digging in, Rafael Marquez. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one carrying. It has the distance, gone. They go back to back. His first homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 8-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And that one hammered. Edman going back on it. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. A soaring shot to center. It's 9-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Brusdar Graterol into the game.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Betts whips it to first. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning, and the batter now, Teoscar Hernandez. That one at triple digits.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Conforto swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. One out, bases empty, and down on strikes. Now 2 away.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's 0 for 1. And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. So they've been held scoreless through 5. Venezuela lead it 9-0. Back here in LA. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's a big power threat. Luis Steele. Line to left. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double. Luis Steele with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Now at the plate, Pedro Gonzalez. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So man aboard. Next to hit, Carlos Manuel. 1 for 3. First pitch swinging.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And here's the first baseman, Contreras. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And it's fouled away. And ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Here's the left fielder, Edward Torres. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. They get a run on. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Puts it away for the out. Here's Muncy to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. And there's the strike. And foul ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. Tell you what, that screwball is so unique and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it, no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
Betts up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. A massive home run. It's 10-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Two outs, nobody on. Now the number 2 hitter, Kim. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Kim goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old, and he's a native of South Korea.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Goes down looking. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. Major League. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Andres Torres.
Venezuela, the right fielder, Andres.
And a pitch. That's outside. And that's ball 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia up and throwing. Phillips, the right-hander, also getting loose. That's to third. Tosses to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And here's the catcher, Rafael Marquez. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall, but foul. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now a chance for number 3. In the air to left center. And that should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Now batting, Pedro.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Pedro Gonzalez. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. In there safely. And it's 12-1.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Alex Vesia gets the ball now. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
Number 51.
And now it's going to be Luis Steele. He swings and fouls one off. Vesia, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. Foul ball. 0-2 now. Runner on the go. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. 2 runs across in the inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. This to center field. Edman in position. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So a man aboard. Now it's the DH, Pedro Gonzalez.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And downstairs, Gonzalez on third with 2 out. Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Two outs. And a base hit up the middle. Runner from third comes across, and it's 13-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now, swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. They get the out, and welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. Showing Hal Newhouser gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Hernandez in the box again, takes a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Left-hand hitter waits. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Marquez drifts towards it, hauls it in to end the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and now the first baseman, Contreras. And he deals. And there's a foul ball. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The pitch. That one drilled left field. Conforto going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Andres Torres getting ready to hit. Out towards right center field. Edman going after it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the 8th. Now here is Will Smith, the new pitcher in the game. Joel Mejia on for his major league debut. So we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Now, biggest concern other than injury after a moment like that is just how the pitcher will respond. You know, sometimes a guy will lose confidence in a pitch when he's hit somebody.
1 away. Man at first, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Strike on the inside corner.
0-1's the count.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Popped up in position, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Mookie Betts now. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That was blasted to the moon. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 13-3. Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Kim. That's in there. 0-1. On the ground to the left. And that one finds its way through. And that extends the inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
2 outs. Just missed.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Through 8 full. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Rafael Marquez. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. David Signs.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Garcia back to work. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard. David Signs with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, George Brett.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Out to center. Edman in position. And it's caught for the out. Now it's the shortstop, Pedro Gonzalez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a foul ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Hey.
Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Signs over at first with 1 away. Double play ball to second. There's 1.
Out.
Throw to first.
He's
Safe.
safe.
Man at first, Luis Steele, the next to hit. And what a two-way player, not just offensively. So now a pinch hitter, number 11. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Swinging a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hernandez makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit. So remaining in the game defensively, David Signs. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Righty reliever out of the pen, Johnny Delaney. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball still 0-2. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Torres sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 up, 2 down. So last chance for the Dodgers. Michael Conforto will climb in. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That's a laser base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And strike 1 to the catcher. Ripped, but it curls foul. This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Number 21 with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
13-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes.